here, this is my question. Basically, from the excerpt we have from Essay on Criticism, is a piece where Pope talks about how poetry should be written and appreciated. He says that some people only emphasize sound, sweet sounding melodies, but not the meaning, and that's wrong. And then he gives good examples of how sound can match sense. Okay, so let's use that, and I'm going to get you to give examples of how the sound matches the senses in the excerpt. The first 4 persons who can give the answers, because I think this kind of summarizes what we have taught since last semester. Okay, so the first 4 persons who get the answers, who give the right answers, will get the chocolate. Okay, but that's why I quoted Juliet. Juliet said, "Sings from her lips, oh trespass sweetly urged," and this is trespass sweetly urged through chocolate. Okay. So let's turn to the page. I think it's page 772. No, 776. Yes. 776页. I'll give you the meanings first, without interpreting it, without telling you where the sound is great and matching the senses, etc. And then you let me know, how the sound gets matched with the sense. Okay. Again, just one reminder: make sure that you know how to straighten out the syntax. You know where like verb and subject and verb get inverted to match the meter, poetic meter. Okay, but most by numbers. Have you got it? Okay. 我这个是昨天买的哦 so I bought them specifically for this. I think that you should know the answers. You really should know the answers. Okay. But most by numbers judge a poet's song. Numbers means meter. So most judge a poet's song by meters. Okay. And smooth or rough with them is right or wrong. So smooth is right and rough is wrong. 这样清楚吗? Smooth is right, rough is wrong. Okay, for them. So they only look at the meter. They only look at the sound effects. In the bright muse, though, 1,000 charms conspire. Conspire, as you see below, means unite. So 1,000 charms unite or get united in the bright muse. Bright muse 就是那个缪斯女神 the goddess of poetry. Okay. Her voice is all these tuneful fools admire. All these tuneful fools admire is her voice. 好，所以这个你们那个一定要敏感，就是你要脑筋要动得快，它那个句法是怎么写的。好 ，all these tuneful fools admire is her voice. OK， 所以他这基本上一定在批评这些诗人 tuneful fools。好，他那个唯一知道的只有他的 voice。OK， who hung Parnassus but to please their ear, not mend their minds. Parnassus 是你们自己查好，是一个mountain representing poetry. So this muse stays in Parnassus only to please the reader's ears, but not their minds. Okay, so ears you refer to sound, mind refer to sense. The main argument of this part is that sound and sense should be matched, should be well matched. Okay, but here he starts with saying that a lot of critics, they only look at the sound effect, or the rhythm. Okay, some to church repair, not for their doctrine, but the music there. Just as some people will go to the church only for like the psalm, 就是那个诗歌 only for the music, but not for the religious doctrines. Okay, again, music, sound, doctrine, sense. Okay. These equal syllables alone require Though of the ear, the open vowels tire. Okay, they alone require these equal syllables. Equal syllable 就是两音节、两音节、两音节都是一样的那个音部，那个音节。好 ，though of the ear, though the open vowel tire the ear often. 好，所以你们大家看到一个 pattern， 就是它的那个受词常常放到前面来。Though of the ear, the open vowel is tire. 那个 open vowel 就是那个 or。ow 就是比较那个嘴巴嘴型张的比较大的那个母音。好，while expletives their feeble a do join, while their expletive do join their feeble a. expletive 就是你后面可以看它上面写的，就是 filler， 就是我们常常讲话的时候会讲，oh well yes, these are fillers, or do。You know, I do love you means I love you. Do sometimes is a kind of filler. Okay, so filler here. And then here we have the feeble a do join. So do is a filler. Okay. So in other words, here it says that sometimes the poetic effect had to be achieved very easily through a lot of open vowels or through some expletives. Okay, but then their effects can be tiring or very weak, feeble a 就是很弱的。And 10 low words oft creep in one dull line, while they ring round the same unvaried chimes, with sure returns of still expected rhymes. So 10 low words 就是10个字都没有任何的那个起伏，好，都很平板。creeping one dull line, okay. 然后and then the rhyme are unvaried. They are all the same. So you can expect the rhymes to return with sure returns of still expected rhymes. And then what follows, the 4 lines here are examples of expected rhymes. 就是那 rhyme 完全是一样的。好，所以像我们上学期讲说那个repetition must come with variation。好，如果说一首诗全部都 repetition， 就像是那个Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water。如果是像是 nursery rhyme 那样只是 repetition 的话，它就没有它的那个声音的美。好，所以他这边就讲说，如果 rhyme 全部都是一样的 ，chime with rhyme and breeze with trees, creep with sleep。You know， 就完全一样的 rhyme 就完全没有那个它声音的美，好，就看起来很单调。Okay, so let me quickly read these 4 lines. Where you find the cooling western breeze, in the next line it whispers through the trees. 好，就完全是一定是这种 rhyme 哈。The reader stratum not in vain. Sorry, if crystal stream with pleasing murmurs creep.The reader stratum with pleasing. The reader stratum not in vain with sleep. So no, not in vain. It means that the reader stratum with sleep means the next line you have sleep. That's one thing. But then also not in vain. It means that the reader will fall asleep. Will for sure fall asleep. Okay. Then at the last and only couplet fraud.With some unmeaning thing they call a thought, fraud, a thought. You know, that's a contrast because the last and only couplet fraud with fraud 是充满，可是它是充满什么呢 ？unmeaning thing they call a thought。好，按理说整首诗它最重要的应该是它的 ideas， 可它一直到最后一个 couplet 才呈现一个 idea，a thought。可是这个 thought 它是 called unmeaning thing， 就是没有意义的。Okay, so this paradox basically suggests that all the nice arrangement of sounds sometimes can be meaningless, can be really poor in their ideas. Okay. Needless Alexandrine and the song that, like a wounded snake, dragged its slow length along. Alexandria heroic couplet 是10音部，5音部，抱歉，5音部，5音部10音节 heroic couplet。那 Alexandrian 是12音节，就6 syllables。好，所以那个有的时候那个就17th century、18th century poetry 他们会全部都是那个heroic couplet， 然后最后有一个 Alexandrian， 好，就是有一个6音部的。好，所以他这边就模仿那6音部的。A needless Alexandrian end song that like a wounded snake drags its slow length along， 就是像是一个又臭又长的一条蛇一样。好，在那边 drag， 在那边那个拖拉。好，leaves search to tune their own dull rhyme and know what's roundly smooth or languishly slow, and praise the easy vigor of a line where Darren's strength and Waller's sweetness join. Okay, so basically, it's a description of how the sound just to describe what is smooth, what is language and slow. And then this expression this line is an expression of easy vigor. The energy expressed is definitely different from that expressing to his core mysteries. Into his core mysteries, we have so many paradoxes and so many metaphors which suggest some deep meanings about life and death. And here it's just easy vigor, and then smooth and without too many meanings. And then it joins Denham and Waller. They are two poets who are good at heroic couplets. I think here Alexander Pope is kind of criticizing these two writers to say that they are only good at the skills of heroic couplet. Later on, he'll praise John Dryden, and that's another famous poet. Okay, so that's a kind of contrast. And here it just says that the lines combine the strength and the sweetness, to make the whole thing sweet only, sweet in sound, but lacking meanings, lacking implications, okay, connotations. True ease in writing, and I think for what follows, in the previous part is suggests criticism of what is dominant in those who care only about scales, who care only about poetic techniques. Okay, in meter, in rhythm, etc. And in what follows, Pope expresses what he thinks true poetry should be like. Okay. True ease in writing comes from art, not chance. As those move easiest who have learned to dance. Only those who know how to dance will move easiest. It's not enough to know harness gives offense. The sound must seem an echo to the sense. This is really the key phrase. The sound must be an echo, seem an echo to the sense. And then what follows is descriptions, examples of how the sound matches the senses. Okay. Soft is strain when zephyr slowly blows. Zephyr is a kind of warm wind. Soft is the strain when zephyr gently blows. And the smooth string in smoother numbers flow. Okay, 那个在很流顺的那个诗行里面，我们会看到流水的流动。那这流水的河水的流动就像是那个西风的流动一样。Okay, so the three things get compared and intertwined in the poetic lines. The flow of the string, the flow of the wind, and the flow of the lines. Okay. But when loud surges lash the sounding shore, the hoarse, rough verse shall like the torrent roar. When Ajax strikes, Ajax is a hero in Greek epic, in Trojan War. Some rocks vast weight to throw some vast weight of the rock. The line too labors， 所以就那个在那个描写那个 Ajax 打仗的时候， 那个诗行呢，也必须要很努力，很 labor， 就是表现出他的力和他的努力的感觉哈。And the words move slow, not so. And then 下面是另外一个 example， 讲那个 Camilla 是那个Trojan War 里面的一个女heroine， 一个女战士哈。Not so when swift Camilla scouts a plan。可是那个这 Ajax 是他很有力在那边打仗，那 Camilla 是很快的跑过那个战场。Scouts a plan, flies over the unbending corn and skims along the main. Hear how Timothy 下面又是另外一个 example。Timothy 是一个 musician， 好，所以他先是讲一个男战士 hero， 然后一个 heroine， 然后是一个 musician。好，讲这个 musician 他的那个声音怎么样能够铿锵有力，然后像是那个白居易讲那个琵琶行，什么时而呜咽，时而亢奋等等，哈，那种感觉。Hear how Timotheus various lands surprise, and but alternate passions rise and fall and rise。所以听到的人呢，就会一下是很亢奋，一下是很低沉，很难过，哈。While at each change, the son of Libyan Jove。那个他下面那个 note 有解释哈，那个利比我们现在刚才不是有前阵不是还有那个利比亚战争吗？他说那个内战，他那个利比亚在他们那个时候是指那个 Africa， 是指 Africa， 所以 Libyan Jove 就是指那个非洲之王，那事实上就是指 Alexander 亚历山大大帝哈。The son of Libyan Jove now burns with glory and then melts with love.And his fierce eyes with sparkling fury glow, now sighs steal out, and tears begin to float. 基本上都在描写那个 Alexander 他的感情，好，和他的勇气，像他的 glory， 他的 love， 他的fury and sighs and tears. OK， 对，他是那个 Timothy， 他有一首歌是一首曲子是在描写 Alexander， 那所以Pope 现在就用诗来描写 Timothy 的那首歌，好，然后讲这个歌怎么样，那首曲子怎么样很成功的描写 Alexander。好，Persians and Greeks like terms of nature found, and the worst victors stood subdued by sound。好，所以听到这些这个音乐，大家都非常的那个。就被臣服在这音乐中哈。The power of music, all our hearts allow， 就 our hearts allow the power of music， 就是我们对于音乐的那个感受度最高，我们就会接受。好 ，What Timothy was is Dryden now. The ending of this part, this excerpt is very interesting because it first talks about how Timothy describes Alexander.And then says Dryden is like Timothy, who is good at describing emotions and movements with a good matching of sound and sense. Dryden is a poet that comes before Alexander Pope, and he respects Dryden as kind of a great poet. But here, it seems that when Alexander Pope praises Timothy, who is a musician in Greek time. Let me see. Yeah, a court musician of Alexander the Great. But he actually praises Dryden, his contemporary. And this shows how the 17th century poetry, the 18th century poetry is really in the public domain. It is really a public matter. It used to criticize society, to talk about the contemporaries, to praise some people and satirize some other people. Unlike John Donne or even Shakespeare, or later on when we look at romantic poets, they mostly talk about their own emotions. 好，所以这边那个诗的功用，事实上在18世纪和我们后来19世纪和那个 Renaissance 是很不一样。 到那个 Victorian Age 的时候，那个社会使命感又变得比较重。好，可是现在我们讲的是那个17世纪到18世纪，再到浪漫时期。那18世纪的时候，诗事实上是公器，就公器就是 public instrument. It is used to comment on society. It is used to criticize the poet's enemies. Like Alexander Pope has a lot of enemies, and then John Dryden is his friend. So he uses his poem to praise his friend. Okay, so it's kind of like a social instrument. Okay.